the one benefit of not having a Speaker of the House, and then a prediction as to what's going to happen with this new speaker. So, background here. My name's Gavin Mehl. Did actually some work with a congressman here starting in late 2021, early 2022, all the way through the end of 2022. Not official, but unofficial, and worked with his chief of staff closely. I have a good relationship with them. And so kind of have a good understanding and a little bit of experience in how the Congress works and puts together, and some of the things that are going on. So definitely no expert, just your average Joe off the street, giving his opinion. That's basically it, So, but ultimately what's interesting now is that not having a speaker, which we didn't have over the last few weeks, the big benefit of that, inflation can't, by a matter of the Congress being closed, inflation couldn't change. Inflation couldn't go up or down unless there's some other factor that I'm unaware of over the Federal Reserve. But by Congress being closed, they weren't able to pass any spending bills. So that's a big benefit. They couldn't pass any spending bills. The budget, the money additional funds couldn't be put into circulation with Congress being closed. So that was a plus. Sure, a lot of people were probably rooting for that to continue on, not have the Congress open. I mean, really pass more spending bills. So here's the prediction, though, that as to what's going to happen, and I'm going to put a very bold prediction as to what this is all about. And be as neutral as possible on the party line. Okay. Now, what is going to happen is that the entire temperature of the House and of the swamp in DC is going to start going the opposite direction, from the left to the middle to the far right. All right. And the people are going to probably be okay with that, maybe in the beginning, and think, oh, okay, it's a little bit of a change. However, prediction is that it's going to start to go so far, so extreme, so far right, that it'll almost be like a going back in time, and it will be far more extreme than anyone had ever imagined. And I think today's election, while Johnson looks like a freaking great person, a great man, a son of a firefighter, doesn't look like he's part of the swamp. I didn't see that he was part of the Freedom Caucus. That it didn't look like he was part of the Freedom Caucus. That would have been a big deal if he was. However, he looks like he's not from the establishment, so that's a good thing. And he looks like a good Christian man with a family. So, but the bottom line, though, is it's still a symbol. It's going to be a symbol for what's to come as we, the people, get the temperature turned back up towards an extreme right. So they took us to the extreme left, and then the people said, "Oh no, we don't want to go that far extreme. We want to come back to the middle." Now it's coming back to the middle, and it'll go swing to the far right. As the pendulum swings, it'll be so far right that people won't like that. And then who knows, maybe it'll start to swing back again. But that's the prediction, that it's going to start to swing back to go to the far right. And love it or hate it, that's just a prediction in not a good way. Okay. So, we've got to be watching out for all people's rights, of all religions, of all faiths, of all sexes, of all views, and let people live their own life and be free in their own personal bodies and opinions, and not, intervene and try to get involved in how people live their life, as long as they're not hurting anybody else. That's what freedom's all about, freedom of all sorts of, decisions in our own life between the Creator. And so this, I believe, will go in such a far outreaching right that it could actually be extremely not liked by the people. So interesting, though, and Congress being closed for a couple of weeks there was the one benefit of them not being able to do any more inflation. And so we'll see what is to come here with Rep. Mike Johnson. This is Gavin Mehl. We'll see you next time.